Okay. Howdy, howdy. So today we're looking at some fun stuff. Let me just collapse this down. I'm building a WYSIWYG. What you see is what you get. Kind of website builder or website page builder. This is kind of what it looks like. On the left, you have a bunch of components. You drag them onto the canvas over here. And then we can kind of just keep doing that. And we can see a bunch of stuff. I'm just adding in this X button. So I don't know if there's any kind of bootstrap for pointer utility. Maybe, I don't know. Here we go. So you could use like a button, I suppose. Would a button class work? We could try it. Have a look. Yep, that looks good. Now let's jump over, because I can't remember, on click. So on click equals ... and we're going to have a class that does something. So we've got a bunch of methods up here. So I suppose we want to get the current item. So we've got the move here. Suppose we could do const delete equals something console.log item, maybe, or source. Let's call it source. Why is it like that? Unexpected token equals. What am I doing wrong? Variable declaration expected. Variable declaration expected. That is the variable declaration. Just copy this for a sec. Call it delete. Oh, yeah, it's the naming convention. I'm guessing that delete is a reserved name in React.js. So anyway, we just do console.log bracket source. Can't write. Save that. So now, if we look for move, whoops. Move. I suppose we can do on click this dot delete. Whoops, let's try and do that properly. This dot delete item. Probably, maybe. And that works, so let's put that there. Oh, didn't like that. This delete is not a function. Delete. Look at that again. So why does it like this? This dot delete is not a function. How do we call dot move? We don't. Should do. Oops. F12 on that. What do we get? Invalid handler on click. What did I write? Oop. Try that again. Think now. Fine. So what are we trying to do? So we're just trying to delete this item. Wait, was I not calling it the right thing? Because I changed it. Oh gosh. Okay. So let's try changing this to this. Oh, sorry, item. Yeah, item. Oh. Delete item is not a function. Let's see where our reorder is. We're calling this on drag end. Dip, dip, dip. Let's remove that for the moment. Don't like that. Right, that's because I didn't update the method. Boop. Boop. Doesn't seem to be calling that parent method for some reason. Ugh. Let me just put this back inside this browser so we can see it. There we go. I mean, is it because of this? Maybe it shouldn't be this. Maybe delete item doesn't work. Isn't that what delete item is? Ah, there we go. So delete item, item. I haven't had my coffee yet this morning, so things are a bit slow. So let's do console log, like, I don't know, item.title, something like that. Why is delete item getting called? Oh dear. Are we calling that? Oh gosh. On click delete item. That's not a good sign, is it? Um, let's have a look. So we've got this on click, activate lasers. Oh, okay, so we don't need to, whoops. So we can do that, and then we can do, oh, do we have to do ePrevent default? Let's have a look, whoops. Oops. This item was clicked. Following the tutorial, because that's how we roll. There we go. Okay, that's a bit better. So can I refer to this then? This set state. So, well, what's this then? Should we? I mean, this dot title. Do you think that'll work? Probably not. Oh, didn't like that. Title of undefined. Okay. Maybe E is referring to it then. Probably not. Ah, there we go. Click. Well, How do I get a reference to the original item? That's what I want to know. Well, here we go. Ah. Oh, okay. So they do pass through this stuff. Passing arguments to event handlers. Or bind this. Dot bind brackets this. Does that work? No, it still doesn't like that. Cannot read property title of undefined. Delete item. Brackets item. And up here we do delete item. Does E still exist, or is E something different? Whoops. I don't know if it passes through the event automatically. So here we pass through E. So so we need to pass through E here as well. Quite specific about it. There we go. Finally, wow. Simple when you know how. Now delete item. Okay, cool. So I think in state we have the lists. So we have like this move thing that we were using earlier, where we splice out stuff. So if we find where we're using move, oh, this is bad. Right. Okay, so this get list source droppable ID. And what's get list? Okay, yes, this dot state, this ID to list ID, and ID to list is whatever. So we can do get a list selected. No, sorry, droppable to actually, ironically. For this, we'll put in our delete. Droppable to. I think that's right. Yep. Content list equals droppable to. And then we want to now pop that out of the list. Which we can do, well. So we've got the, where is it? Move. Let's move. Have I gone blind? Here we go, move. So we've got the droppable source, which is this thing. We can do array, well, const clone, source clone. Do we want to do that? Or can we just pop it out here? And then we reassign the source clone, I think, down there. Well, okay, fine. So so item.index, I don't know if that exists. It might exist. Let's try it. So list. Oh, wait a minute, sorry. We want this. Where this is list and this is item. So that resplices it. And because that's, so that might work. No, it doesn't work. Cannot read property get list. Cannot read property get list. This dot get list. Sorry. Get list is undefined. What? Where's get list? Get items. Because get list is in here. Ooh. So we need to actually move this into, so delete needs to actually move into here. Into our class, because we can't do it outside of it. So delete item is undefined. Huh. Delete item is undefined. Can I now use this dot delete item maybe? Yeah. Subtitle was clicked, good, so that's still working, but the splice thing isn't working. So let's have a look. So it's definitely getting through to here. Should we do a console.log list just to see what we got? Oop. There we go. Linked 0. This is not getting the right thing. This get list. Where is get list? Here. Passing the ID. This dot state this ID to list bracket ID. So we're passing in the key droppable to. Right? Not going to be selected. I don't think that's going to work. Let's go throw an error. Yeah. Like it looks there like there's something in it. But it's saying here length 0. This dot length. How about that? Yeah, okay, cool. So there's stuff in there. That's working. Let's do item.index. The middle one. Yeah, okay, fine. So that's undefined. Oh gosh. So how do we do this then? How do we get the index? Can you get an index of an object? Let's do React.js on click, delete row. Function. So yeah, here we go. Index. So it's using the index, and this delete row. Bind. Just bound this. So make okay. So what happens if we do that then? Do just index. Get rid of that because we don't need that. This blah blah blah. Index. Get rid of that for the moment. And bind this dot delete row. Dot bind brackets this. What happens here? Good, good. Yeah, wait a minute. So this, oh, index. So he's got an index there. Because, oh, right. So this is referring to delete button and index is set there. So I can set that here maybe on this. Index equals, and then index. Hmm. 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 So why are you not working then? And you're returning, what are you returning? This? Delete item index. This dot index maybe. I wouldn't have thought this works. Undefined, yeah. Index seems to be the objects, but then index seems to be, I mean, can I do index.index very quickly? Like, yeah, that doesn't work. So he's saying delete row function index, delete button on click, this dot delete row, dot bind brackets this, index is I. We've done. This props.index. Interesting. Yeah, this dot props.index. vaguely familiar. I mean, okay, so this is a delete button component. Does onClick this dot onClick this props dot email passes in that to this, maybe. It's passing this props dot email through to there, which is a bit strange. Or that's wrong. Create a delete function, then send the index of the array into that. Use splice to remove that array entry, which I'm doing. The splice pass reference to this delete row function to the char component. So I can try doing. Just don't bother doing the props thing. We have index from here. And then delete. Delete item is here. Index. Okay. Oh. Did that work? Something like that, but it's returned the right thing. Okay. So let's just refresh that quickly. Let's just clear this. So what's it doing? Fine, fine, fine. Delete. Ooh, and it's not refreshing. Oh gosh, an error occurred while drag is occurring. So is that because I'm not replacing the state with the list? So this state so this dot state. I don't remember. Yeah, fine. This dot ID to list. Brackets ID. Is equal to. Oh wait, that isn't how you set state, is it? Don't think that'll work. Yeah, ID is not defined. ID is that. So what happens when we move stuff? Because presumably we update on drag end. Move something. There we go. This is what we want. This is what we want. Delete item. Selected. List. Gonna work this time, I'm telling you. Oh yes, there we go. Finally. Gosh darn it. There we go. So we've now got our delete function working. Oh gosh, right. So next we want to add like the ability to like configure these, so that when you click kind of configure, the options will come up. Scroll out here and you can edit, change the title, change the paragraph text, that kind of stuff. And we're going to add a whole ream of components in here, all in due course. That's good. So let's add this in. Let's add delete function to rendered components. Selected components. Good. I need to clean up this code considerably. but that hasn't happened yet, so that's fine. So what's next? So let's just add in a few things. So we're going to remove this out of there for the moment. Put it into this kind of parent div. So I want multiple buttons in this top right section. I'm just going to wrap it in a parent div, so kind of position the parent div. Remove all these classes that we don't need. The only thing we need is position absolute. We can remove position absolute here. We don't need that. Save. They should look exactly the same. Kind of. Don't worry, we'll fix that eventually. Well, what's causing that? Let's have a look. Inspect. The div. Whoops. Div has a. Oh gosh. Presumably a margin on it somewhere. No. A line height maybe? Oh, that's a bit weird. Funny. Yeah, that's it. Line height. Line height. What one? Let's put in. So we can put that in the style object here. There you go. Good. Now we can add in another span. This time we're going to do it as badge success. This is going to be like an edit button. I should add some like icons. Does Bootstrap come bundled with icons? I do not recall. Have a look. Bootstrap, I don't think it does anymore. It used to. It doesn't include an icon library by default. Fine. Iconic. So let's have a look. Does it have a close icon or a cross? Oops. Okay, or an X. Gosh, I don't know. Let's see if it has a cog. It does have a cog. Good. Delete. It has a delete icon. Not sure I like those. Octi icons. Clues. Does have an X. Does it have a cog? Does it have an edit button? It has a little pencil. Well, that'll do. Don't really want to download it. Is there a CDN for Octi icons? Octi icons are a set of SVG icons built on GitHub for GitHub. Let's have a look. Octi icons CDN. Look. Does it include all of those? Do you have to download them directly, or can you just like copy this in? Let's go to our, I think, where do we change it? Index. Yeah, index. Make this big for a moment. Oops. What this in? Do we have a, oh gosh. Is that properly? It'd be nice if we have like a minified version of it. Is there a minified? No. Fine. We can take this integrity stuff out because we can't use it if it doesn't provide it. Let's close off our link tags. Nice, nice bit of semantic XML, correct XML, I should say. Right, that should still be there. Fine. Now, if we jump back into here, does it tell me how to use Octi icons? Probably not. If I click on that, okay. Okay, so it's got helper, fine. So, so what we were looking for, so there's delete. Oh, it's trash can. We could use a trash can, or we could do this Octi icon X. So, if we go back to our canvas, let's go down and find our delete one, which is this one. If we do that, can we get rid of you? No. Gosh. Maybe that class, whoops, class name. Deny that. Inspect class name. Whoops. Ugh. Come on. So, well, okay. So that build thing just doesn't seem to really be doing anything. Let's have a look. Octi icon, right. So there's nothing. What? I mean, what? Do you want me to put the SVG in there directly? Gosh, that doesn't sound right. Icons, CDN, CSS. I'm trying to use GitHub's Primer and Octi icons. After using npm to install both, I started using the CSS class defined by GitHub by using the build.css file in HTML. Yeah, that doesn't work. So use the Octi icons.css. Gosh. CDN, let's see. What is this? Scale set of icons handcrafted with love by GitHub. That's just an npm package. Boot CSS. Yeah, so they don't have the actual Octi icons. Ah, here we go. Let's see. Ugh. I mean, you really don't need to minify that. Am I missing something really simple? Like, why is why is that a thing? Why is this not working? Fine, let's not use Octi icons then. I can't bother to install them. I just want to use a CDN to load them in. I can't bother to piss around with loading in a font and so on. So what I want to suggest, byte size. Try style controlled SVG icon. Blah, blah, blah. They're not very chunky. React components. Gosh. Ionic icons. We don't really want that. Open icons. Edit. Yeah, fine. This is good. Feather. I like this. Okay. Get started. Quick start. I have to use JavaScript? Really? Feather icons CSS. Fine, fine. It all needs fixing at some point anyway. Let's just chuck it in there. Let's chuck our script in at the bottom, as they suggest. Now let's do data feather. Oh, let's do that. Copy that. Chuck it in our canvas. Whoops. Still not working. So why is that? Probably because that JavaScript runs on the page load, not on. Ugh. Gosh. You know what? Let me go back to that Octi icons one, because I can just oh no, wait, what was it? Octi icons CDN. I can just copy those SVGs in directly. Just go, I'm done. So that kind of works. Yeah, woo. And then I can just change the size to be whatever. So this is, what is that? Whoops. 18. So width 18. Oh, sorry, height. Gosh, I can't spell. Do I have in my index that Octi icon thing still? Let's get rid of this crap that we added. Get rid of this. I do. So if I put class name equals Octi, what was it? Octi icon. line block. Ugh, I don't think that's right, but anyway. Hmm. And then what was the other one? So that was pencil. Oh, trash. Trash can. Paste. Paste. Trash. Trash. Trash can. Fine. I'm not sure. So what's going on here? What size is that? That is 16. 14 by 16. So that has a 16 height, and this has a line height. Line height of, let's say, 16 pixels. Then that will fit in perfectly. Let's do that. Here we go. Is it because of this actually? Oh, wait a minute. So what? We refresh that. I think. What is your line height computed? Line height is 12. There we go. So that if I go here and change you to 12 pixels, it does nothing. Okay, fine. Fine. I might just change, I might just add that into the other places. Just further up, there's another one, this one here. What I might do is I might make it like the opacity quite low, and then when you hover, it makes it bigger. So how do I do that? Nah. Let's just see what it looks like if I do add that though in. Doesn't matter right now. Fine. Cool. So we have the ability to now add in our bits and bobs. Add in a couple of these. We don't want that anymore, so let's delete that. Add that in. Add another title and a subtitle. Add another paragraph. Whoops, paragraph. Move it around, etc., etc. And then cool. So we can just build out this component list. That's fine. We have the ability to construct the page. That's fine. So now we just want to be able to edit it. So when we click edit, we want to be able to open up. I kind of want to have it slide out this kind of form where you can edit everything. And it'll have two tabs. It'll be like content and like style, which will have things like align left, align right, align center. That's probably about it, to be honest. I don't know how much more I want to add. I mean, the key is to keep it super simple. So yeah, don't want it too complicated. As you, fine. So let's say, let's just check in, add Octicon fonts, SVGs. Wait. Yes, please. So, okay. What time is it? It's almost 11. Now, I was reading somewhere, let's have a quick Google. I was reading somewhere about doing like a React.js dynamic form. So the way the app's been built is we have everything in let's have a look, assets, no. Oh, sorry, in static templates.js. We have this like big array of things. So it's super easy to add additional components. We just create and add a new component in here. Now, what I want to do is I want to set in here, so we've got content. I want to add in something like form, just an array of form elements with their defaults. And so if nothing's filled in, it will use the default. But they can override that and set whatever they want, which is stored in state, maybe. Maybe. Something like that. Anyway, so let's see if anyone's written anything. Dynamic JSON based form. Well, that sounds pretty promising. Yeah, this is the one I saw yesterday. So key label props required true. Cool. There's all these different types. So we can add this data in. So this is the form data. Oh no, wait, name. Okay, so this is the values of it. The render method dynamic form. So they've created a component called dynamic form, or is that a dynamic form? Oh no, here we go. Fine. So it's a default class. Let title this props.title, otherwise use dynamic form. Okay. So this is just the container around the form. And then render form takes the model in for every element in the array. Generate a key. Wait, do we have a key in the array then? Key. Oh, okay, fine. Yeah. Key type, otherwise default text, props, if there is any. And I'm guessing props will be used somewhere. Yeah, there we go, props. Good. Okay, cool. And then it's just constructing it. So what happens? Yeah, on change handler. Wait, is that done here? On change, this dot on change. E dot key. Do we bind? No, fine. Type submit, submit this dot on submit. And then this, so does that all bubble up into the parent? Yes, I think so. Okay. So how we can do this then? So let's start off by defining our form model. Fine. Which will be in here. And we'll go like that, and we'll go like that, and we'll go like that, and we'll go like that. And then what was he saying? Oh, wait a minute, let's copy this in so I don't forget. Key label props. Key. I'm just going to call it content. Label. Whoops. Can't spell. Label will be content. Props. Well, we don't really have any props for this one. The only additional thing I want to add is like default. Like default value. Or default, yeah, default value. Be super clear. And we're going to call it that. Hello world. And then the only other thing is, so we need to now replace that in here, but let's get that form working first, I guess. So eventually this will be something like, this would be content, right? Except it may not be able to figure out what that is, but anyway, come back to that. I did not mean to just close canvas. So this dot, we could do something like toggle form and pass in the props, pass in the form stuff. But I think we're going to have to call it a day for today, as it's coming up to 11 and I have things to do. So we've made a bit of progress, very simple progress. Things are moving along. We've got these like little icons to allow us to edit things. We can move stuff around. We can edit stuff. Yeah, I'm happy with the way it's going. Now we just want to do the edit, which will be, I'll do Wednesday, next Wednesday. I might do a bit of prep work just to get all that stuff set up. And then once we've done the edit, we need to do a kind of publish. So once you're happy with everything, you click publish, and there's a couple of things I want to do. So I'll probably, for the initial build, I'll just spit out the kind of raw HTML, minified, compressed. Yeah. And then we can, yeah, and that's probably about ready. So yeah, we'll spit out the raw HTML as a download for the time being, and you can host it yourself. I think that's probably as far as I'm going to get for the moment. I think the edit's probably the trickiest part at the moment, but that shouldn't. I think if we get that cracked next week, then I think we'll be in a good place. Cool. Well, thanks for watching, and see you next week.